ถ้าเป็นภิกษุก็มีสิกขาบทเป็นพระวินัยนะฮะซึ่งแต่ละข้อก็ล้วนแล้วแต่เป็นสิ่งที่พระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าทรงบัญญัติจากพระปัญญาที่ทรงทราบถึงกิเลสระดับต่างๆตามความเป็นจริงเพราะนั้นพระธรรมเปลี่ยนได้ไหมฮะเพราะเป็นความจริงของสภาพธรรมะที่ต้องเป็นอย่างนั้นพระวินัยเปลี่ยนได้ไหมฮะไม่ได้เพราะมีธรรมะ
Why? Why tried it? Yeah. Oh yeah. We can get the same part. Oh, okay. You're on a different plan. I just came from India. I always just get the SIM card. Yeah. Vodafone. I Vodafone. Nivriti. 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 R-I-T-I.
But we can.
Oh, that's how you say? N-I-R-V-R-I-T-I.
And this is, sorry, and this is what we could
Not
not
the
want for the. We couldn't.
Yes. Chandran. Chandran. Chandran.
Jaran.
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 Ani. Very nice.
And his name Sukin.
Sukin.
Sukin, nice. And
Wait, what's that one?
Borosa.
Borota.
His name was
Borota. And
another one.
What's her name?
I also forgot.
That's okay. That's okay. You can't remember.
Jantana.
Chandana.
Yeah. I think that you cannot remember all the names.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It happens.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Hawaii, America. Yes, he's from Hawaii.
In California. Yeah. San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Sort of. Yeah.
The best friend.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
is the people who can use the thing that other people can use. Yeah, the best friend. He can give the person who can use the best thing
Yeah.
that other people cannot use.
Yeah.
You mean the best?
Specialized.
Yeah, specialized.
Specialized.
ประมาณ14ขึ้นมาไม่เห็นไป14พฤษภาคมไป17ครับ17พฤษภาคม3 4ไปหน้าออกไปใช้แล้วก็หลังจากนั้นก็ไป7 25 17พฤษภาคม
Hi. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Microphone. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm okay. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. not sure. It's a good percentage.
น่าจะคุยกันได้แต่คุยที่คุณเหลือค่ะ
John, I brought my friend today, our friend today, her name was Nuru.
Never seen.
How long have you been in India?
I've been to Thailand like for 10 years in India.
Yes, in
But I
India.
live in U.S., work in U.S. But I worked in Indonesia and Vietnam and Bali. Jakarta.
Yeah. Nice to meet
I
you.
spend time there very much. Here in Saratani and North.
Can you speak Thai?
No, I can say Macau.
อะไรคะ
มะพร้าวโคโคนัท
Only มะพร้าว
Macau.
Okay.
And you can say hello.
Yes, I can say little.
Is there any special thing that you'd like to talk about?
You have amazing.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Whatever you seem to know.
Is there anything you'd like to talk about? The truth of this moment. Yeah.
What did Sundar Rit tell you that made you come here with them?
Oh, I met Sundar and I had just got back from India and he saw my tiffin, I was getting juice and we had a conversation. He said, I think you would like this.
Sundar, what made you think that Nirti would like coming here?
Well, like you, I'm sure, Kunsakin, I think the Dhamma is an amazing thing. And when we have some understanding of that, we want to share it.
So that was his way of luring you to a good thing. Now,
Yeah.
it depends on you whether you appreciate it. Depends on, yeah.
But it's nectar. It's a nectar. Oh. Yes. It's nice.
So any background? I mean, you know anything about the Dhamma? What do you know?
This here?
Buddha's teaching, Buddha and his teachings.
When I was 9, my grandparents went to India, so I learned meditation when I was 9. And so later, I was influenced a lot. Many Tibetans relocated to United States, many Tibet. Where I lived was Tibet community. They just many, and so I was exposed to BON, Tibet, and so it's a branch of Buddhism, and then so I have been around much of that. My influence with Thai Buddhism, I go to Chanasangram, the Wat, because I always stay over by Banglapu and always go sit with that Buddha, Chanasangram, with the water goddess. Water.
You go there to
They
meet
do
somebody?
They do
to
the
talk?
chanting.
Oh, just to listen to the
Yeah,
chanting.
because it's in Thai. I don't go there specifically to meet anyone, but I go there and it's shanti. It's peaceful.
Oh, peaceful.
Yeah.
I mean, here we're curious about how people understand the Dharma. So anything they say with regard to the teachings and make any connection with the teachings, we'd like to know what is understood. So when you say you have peace, you experience peace when you go to the Wat. A, we're wondering. I'm wondering. So, is that what one gets from the Buddha's teachings?
Well, I think I find the stillness within, so I can find the peace other places, but it's a nice place to be around peace. I've worked as a counselor in the schools with Hawaiian children, so they're not Buddha, but many people from Japan, and there's Buddha influence, and a lot of the kids in Hawaii where I work they've been raised Buddha, and the Japanese children and some Thai children, little kindergarten through fifth grade. So I've worked with helping them find peace in the schools. So it seems to help. And I don't know, I'm not very good at articulating it. I like to sing music, and I like sound. The Om, the sound is very effective, and it's not a cognitive operation to me so much. It's that mindfulness and just that stillness. So, yeah.
Have you heard the word Dhamma?
Yeah.
What is it?
Practice. It's a path. That's your Dharma is sort of your purpose and path, I think. I don't always have the terms, and I know in India what some of this is called, but I don't always have names.
It's the Dhamma now. Right now, it's the Dhamma.
Yeah, the now.
Right now, it's the Dhamma.
Yeah, the breath is the Dham. Right now is the now.
Right now.
This is the now.
Why breath is Dhamma?
Because the breath, to me, in yoga and many things, the breath is the inhale and the exhale of the now. It
What else is Dhamma?
is our, I don't know, I might have the term wrong, but it's being good. Kindness and compassion, it's to create harmony. It's to maintain harmony. It's everything, I think.
You mean everything is Dhamma?
I don't know. I guess you can tell I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to articulate. Maybe I need to know that. I need to ask, maybe.
I think that if whatever appears now can be understood, not just breath, right?
Yeah.
So whatever is real should be understood as the way it is, or the truth of it. For example, when you talk about the breath, it has its own characteristic.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't take it for breath, right? So what is the characteristic of that you call breath?
I think it's the heartbeat, the life force.
Can it be touched?
The breath is the life. I don't know. What do you think it is?
Concentrate.
We were talking on the bus.
Before we continue, I'd like just to, say that don't feel uncomfortable because questions are being asked to you. It's what newcomers always get. They're in the hot seat, but the intention is to try to uh, convey what we understand, and also in reality we are all beginners. So
Yeah.
what we call a beginner is actually helping everyone. So questions, because we tend to, because the Dhamma is now, and we tend to be lost in stories about what it is. So questions to people who are just introduced actually help us to remind us that it's now. It's the reality that's appearing now.
Yes.
But I think that not many people understand what Dhamma is. They just heard the word Dhamma, but what's the real meaning or the truth of it? We just take it for granted, Dhamma, Dhamma, Dhamma. So it's there, Dhamma now. If we don't understand what Dhamma is, we cannot say yes. But when we talk about whatever is real, no matter we call it Dhamma or not, it's so real. How come that reality to appear in daily life from birth to death? Like now, there's seeing. What condition seeing to arise? Can we make it arise? Can it be I see, or it's my eye, or my seeing? We just know nothing about what's going on in life from day to day. And we talk about just whatever appears every day.
In Dhamma,
Just whatever appears.
what it is.
Like seeing now, hearing now. When we talk about life, if we would like to define what life is, without seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, there's no life. So each moment is life, but it doesn't belong to anyone at all. No one can make it arise, not even one kind of reality, like hearing. If there is no ear base, no sight, and no sound, can there be that reality which just conditioned to arise to hear? That's all. And this is Dhamma. Yeah. Because so many Dhamma in a day, uncountable, whatever has risen and fallen away, couldn't to return at all, just completely gone, vanished, never been experienced anymore. So life is not permanent. It's just a moment to moment, all day, all life.
Yeah, so it's the impermanence and it's the cause and effect of the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think
Action, reaction, no.
I think that before we learn to understand Dhamma in details, we just think about the words we have heard, like cause and effect.
Yeah.
But what is the cause and what is the effect? It goes deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
Do you know what seeing is? Very, very simple question, because there is seeing right now. If we don't know what seeing is, how can we know other things?
To me, seeing is, it's a heart feeling, heart.
Not feeling.
It's a heart.
Feeling is pleasant or unpleasant or indifferent.
Yeah, that's true. Likes and dislikes.
But seeing is not pleasant itself. Pleasant is pleasant,
Yeah.
a reality. So seeing cannot be a reality which feels.
So it's a nothingness of.
It is a reality, but we take it for I see.
Yeah.
But can it belong to you? Because it's gone. Yesterday, seeing was gone.
Yeah.
Just a moment ago, that seeing has gone completely.
Yes.
never to return.
Yes.
So what is it which sees now?
Somehow, to me, the self sees now, but I don't. I mean, if we're eternal and all-encompassing, and so we're really dismantled from the I anyway. So I guess the seeing is the now, like you're saying. It is what is now.
Can we say from the very beginning that it's just a moment, a reality? It's real. It sees.
Yes.
It's a moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the moment of hearing, different
Yes.
moments.
Yes.
So there must be conditions for its arising because no one can make it arise at all. We are talking now and they're seeing conditioned to arise and see. So we are thinking and seeing is conditioned to arise and see. Beyond control.
Yeah.
So actually there's no self, no one, no permanent reality at all. And that's Dhamma, the conditioned Dhamma. Whatever is real is Dhamma.
So it's if a fruit were to ripen or a flower were to bloom, in that moment is what it is. It's either a bud or it's an open flower, but it's a progression of those conditions that have created it. So we are the same way. We're part of the, well, progression is measuring, and it's not measuring, I guess, like you're saying, the now. I guess to say it correctly is the only thing, and it's gone, and we can't know ahead of time what it is.
No we
Yeah.
anymore. So what we take for weed now?
Now.
Now.
Yeah.
Yes. What? There is seeing, and there is the idea, I see, right?
Yeah, the beingness.
But seeing cannot be I or anything at all.
No.
It's just seeing. It can only be seeing.
Right. You're
So
talking about the sensory.
I talk about the reality which sees.
Oh, yeah. It's us seeing ourselves, maybe.
The seeing itself
Yeah.
is conditioned by the eye base and the
Yeah.
visible object.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they cannot be seen without the eye base and the visible object.
Yeah.
And at moment of hearing, it's not self, it's not I. It's just a conditioned reality. Whatever appears has to arise by conditions.
Yes.
So very, very short moment and then following instantly, never to return at all.
Yes. Yes.
And this is life. And this is Dhamma. This is what
Nice.
the
Okay.
Buddha attained enlightenment, understanding whatever appears as it is, the way it arises and falls away by conditions, uncontrollable. And this is Dhamma. It's not just breath, because breath is conditioned. Nothing can arise without condition at all. So it's not just only breath, which is Dhamma. Whatever is real.
So it's the sky, it's the clouds, it's
Everything.
yeah.
So we
It's not
just
just the clouds.
speak the words that we do not understand at all from birth to death until we know the truth of each one as it is. So what's the sky or the moon or the sun? Is it real?
It's yeah. If we were to say, I'm looking at the world right now, and I only see the left side of the river, or I only see the right side of the river, or I see the center of the river, it's everything.
That is thinking, not seeing.
Well, that's how I've been conditioned, I guess.
Not seeing, it's thinking.
Yeah, yeah. What's that? Advaita? Non-dual. Non-dual. non-duality.
Or non-duality.
Yeah. Non-dual. Yeah. Non-dual.
I'm sorry there, Niruti. You used the concept of non-duality.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually that we understand that to mean it's not a concept that we use here, but in philosophical terms, it relates to the oneness, I guess you're saying. You're talking about the oneness. So we're not talking about, because what Ajahn is speaking about are the realities which appear. Now, when people come here and listen, it's listening with a very different perspective in mind. The Dhamma is, even intellectually, it's not always easy. It's not easy to understand. So when Ajahn talks about there is seeing now, Ajahn spoke about, for seeing to happen, there has to be the I base here. There has to be the object for consciousness to arise. Otherwise, without the object, the reality of seeing cannot happen. So there are prerequisites or conditions that need to be in place. So when we talk about non-duality, it may be confusing to enable understanding, because there are always many different conditions. There are many conditions, and in the beginning, we talk a lot about the realities which appear in our daily life.